I've been feeling a lot of pressure lately, just in the things I hope for in the future and what I want for my family and just kind of like the goals I have. I'm a very planny type of person. I like to have things kind of planned out and know what I like and what I don't like and to have some kind of goal to reach towards, which I do. But lately, it's been weighing heavy on me. And I think it has a lot to do of where do we plan to raise our family? And I have no idea where that is. And it makes me really emotional. I didn't realize I was going to cry on here. As you can see, this is a very sensitive subject right now. And I found myself crying in the kitchen the other day, and I haven't really cried in a long time. I just want the best for my son. And I feel like I'm failing a little bit in a way, mainly because I didn't prepare for all this sooner. And there are a lot of factors and reasons why I feel behind, mainly because of the type of work I did before. It was never stable work. I was always entrepreneurial and trying to pursue a life of freedom and flexibility. And because of that, I wasn't really able to save often. I was practically living paycheck to paycheck. And I feel that I'm behind because of it. And I would like us to eventually purchase a home, which is a very expensive purchase. And at this time, I don't even know if we would live comfortably if we bought a home. And I am fortunate to be living in this home and we rent here. And I would eventually like to have more of a one story and something with some type of yard where my little one can just run around because now we live right next to downtown and our area isn't very well developed. And just trying to get to the park or a sidewalk is very difficult because there's no sidewalks in some places, and the closest and smallest park near us always has a homeless person sitting on the bench because there's covering there, and no one's really paying attention because there's not like anyone else at the park. We're pretty much the only people at the park, and there's a dog park next to it. And every once in a while, I'll see someone with their dog, but this isn't a high traffic area. And I feel guilty. I feel guilty that we don't live in an area that is kid friendly. And it's not like my son can run about around here because it's very dangerous. There's no play area outside of our house that he could just run around because there's cars going by. The street is right there. And there's a driveway in the middle of all the houses. The backyard is very small and there's not even grass, there's rocks there. But I guess it's just really weighing on me. And that is why I broke down the other day, because I have no idea where we're gonna end up. I know everything's gonna work out, of course, but I have no idea where we'll end up, if we'll stay here for a long time because it's affordable, or if we'll ever be able to purchase the house of our dreams. That's the goal. I would love to have it in an area in the city that is kid friendly enough. And I feel like I have all these unrealistic wants in a home. I don't know if or when that will happen. And it's a lot of weight on my shoulders. I talked to my partner about it, of course, but it's more of my goal than his goal. He's content wherever. I just have a big vision for our family, and I just hope that one day I can achieve that. And I know I'm working towards it. I have done so much already to get here. I know when I first started thinking of growing our family and being in this entrepreneurial space that I could not have a child in the work that I was doing because it just wasn't enough. I was barely surviving all the time. So I knew I had to get a full-time job, and I wanted it to be something I enjoyed, and I found something I enjoyed, which was UX design, and I taught myself and I built a clientele base. And eventually landed the job that I am in today, which was just the perfect manifestation for me in growing our family because my partner is entrepreneurial and he's done way better than I have in anything I've done for a multitude of reasons. But landing this job and being a self-taught designer, I definitely had experience in graphic design, working for companies and things like that, but putting myself out there and learning a new skill and trying really hard to get hired was really hard. And I'm really proud of myself that I pushed to get there and to get this job. And because I do have a full-time job now, I'm able to do so much more. And that allowed us to be able to grow our family. And I also had health insurance and things like that. I'm able to save for retirement now, which is a whole other thing that I feel behind on. One thing that I hope that our family can achieve one day is to buy a house that's perfect for us. That could be our dream house. And I want it to be our dream house. I have a vision of what I would love, and I hope I can make it happen one day. But in this moment in time, I do feel behind. And as I look at the market, it just feels like a goal that is so far away. And I have an idea of how we are going to achieve it. It just feels very far. I have no idea where this dream house is going to be. I know of pockets that I would like to live in, but there's nothing out there that I've fallen in love with in terms of neighborhoods because the school districts are terrible and it's just like a mess. I really would like to live a comfortable and flexible lifestyle, and there's a lot of things that factor into where we move, especially the school districts, because if we don't move into an area with good school districts, I don't want to struggle paying for private school. That's just not something I'm interested in doing, even though I went to private school. Financially, I just think it would make us so tight on money, and I don't want to live like that. I want to have freedom and flexibility. And maybe that's just staying where we are, even though it's not our dream house, you know? I think the thing that bothers me most is that I don't know where we're going. I don't know where we're going to be. I don't know where we're going to end up. Since I'm a planner and I usually have a set goal that is clear and I can visually see it, I feel very unclear and I'm a little scared of the unknown right now. And I'm trying to allow myself to understand that, yes, you don't know right now, but everything has worked out. Since my son's arrival, everything has fell into place perfectly. And I'm so grateful for that. That's just confirmation that everything's going to work out. And that's just what I'm trying to internalize in this unknown place that I'm in, telling myself that it will all work out and it's going to be fine. It may not feel fine right now, but I shouldn't worry too much about it. I think one of the main goals is paying off my debt in the next few months and really starting to save money because we do eventually want to try for a second child. That's going to cost more money and also feel like it pushes us further away from purchasing that dream home of ours. That's all scary. Like, yes, I can plan as much as I can now, but you're limited to how much you're making, and debt really takes up a lot of that ability to save for something. So it's like I really am ready to just be debt free, which will happen. So we can then start saving for the things that we really want, especially for our home. I don't know if we're financially ready for a second child. I emotionally am slightly ready for a second child. I feel the second child. Like, I feel that we will have a second child, God willing. Yes, we may not be completely ready for it, but we'll figure it out. We're going to figure it out. I have a small financial plan to pay off debt and start saving as much as we can. And I think that will help us tremendously. Even though I do feel behind, I feel like I've made some momentum and I'm really starting to get somewhere. I've been really trying to aggressively pay down most of the debt so that I can plan for the future. sometimes planning can be like so overwhelming. So sometimes I just need to go with the flow of life and not be so rigid to timelines and things like that. I'm just trying to take it one step at a time, or telling myself that I need to take it slow, like things aren't just going to happen right away. That's just something that's been really bothering me lately. And I feel that there's could be a lot of other people feeling the same way, like always wanting to do the best for your kids and give them the best life that you can. And when you feel like you're falling short, it can be emotionally taxing. Like, I think I've been holding on to this for a long time, and I'm grateful that I have this platform to share my business on. I feel like I needed that emotional release. I just needed to let it out there. That's been on my mind lately, and I really want the best for my son, and I hope that eventually we can achieve this goal of owning our dream home. And yeah.